And here we are, Lori Horowitz. Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you, Bonnie. My focus is I'm a master of materials. I've been working for many years in all different types of materials. I'm also a scenic artist, and I've spent my life trying to understand the best materials for the best process. So I work in plastics and resins and cements, and I do a lot of welding in copper and bronze.
My goodness.
I work in wood. So the idea to me is master your materials, and then you can do whatever you want.
And paper mache.
Paper mache is my absolute favorite. I've done all sorts of characters. I've done things up and down Fifth Avenue for Christmas displays. I've done Spider-Man for Marvel. I've done things at FAO Schwartz. This is called Inside Out. I spent 2 years investigating Kings Park Psychiatric Hospital, and I took over 300 pictures from the outside looking in of most of these buildings, and I recorded the decay, the feeling that you get as you walk through this area, and there are spirits that you just feel the presence of what has happened here. I did a lot of research. I teamed up with Kings Park movie and had a show about the subject. And this piece is made out of copper, bronze, wood, and photography. And it just has the depth of the windows. That's actually a piece of window frame that I got from Kings Park. And it has 2 layers of photographs, and it's the idea of being trapped inside.
Wow. All I can say is wow. Go ahead, George. Next one, please.
This one is a similar piece, sister piece. It's called Shades of Decay, and the top pieces are actually melted window shades that were left as remnants, and it's along the same lines. There's a panel that's backlit, and it has depth, it has lighting involved in it, and it's, again, very much like the other piece.
How big is this, Lori, in real life?
It's about 6.5 feet tall.
Really?
Yeah.
This is life size. Well, yes, not window size, but person size.
Most of my pieces are fairly large.
You're taller than you are.
I have a Napoleon complex, and I tend to work quite large.
Okay, George, let's look at the next one.
This was the first piece in the series that was done, and it's all about, these are straight shots looking through windows, They're not photoshopped, and it's just the actual broken glass of layers looking through.
Next, please.
And this one is called Imprisoned. It's along the same lines, using the same type of frames and wire bars and the idea of being trapped inside.
I think we get that message. Next, George.
Okay, and this is the big series. It's called Portrait of Kings Park, and it's just a collage of photos from that series.
And those are real window frames?
Those are real window frames.
From the site?
No, these are painted and distressed to look.
Got it.
And that's about 8 feet wide.
Impressive. And where is this, in your gallery?
This is in the gallery right now.
Interesting. To whom does this art appeal, Lori?
It appeals to me.
I know that.
And that is really the reason why I make art, and that's why I feel that most people should make art. You should be doing this for yourself. It's not, making fine art is about either recording what you see and reflecting on it of what's in the world around us socially, or it is being introspective and getting emotions from inside of you and getting it out to the world. So either you're the type of person who records, or this is a paper mache piece originally created for a theater piece. It's actually a mask. It weighs 20 pounds, and it's about 5 feet in height and 5 feet in depth. It went over a motorized wheelchair and was used as a chariot in Don Quixote. Then when it was finished, I took it and turned it into a sculpture called Horsepower. And
great.
And paper mache is the most versatile, easy, non-toxic, beautiful material to use, and the process that I have is very strong.
What is this?
This is another sculpture. It's about 12 feet tall. It's called The Future. It's about stem cell research, and it's about the whole idea of what life is. And that's a large piece of the future before it was coded.
And who's this?
This is called Truth Without Consequences, and this is about the non-judgmental baby doll. Everybody needs a non-judgmental friend, and the idea is of all the sentiments, all the words, all the feelings that you hide and are able to trust with the baby. Mm-hmm. It's the idea of taking a piece of granite. It's called rainforest granite, mm-hmm. which is, I think, one of the most beautiful types of granite, and really delving into it and finding an image in there. And when I looked into this piece of granite, I saw a landscape. And I took pieces of the actual granite and incorporated it in, along with pieces of wood, because this type of granite is buried in the ground for, whatever years, mm-hmm. and a slice of ground comes out, and basically it is part of the landscape.
So Lori looked into the granite, saw the vision of the landscape, and then recreated it in her own. And what kind of colors are these, Lori?
They're earth tones.
And what kind of paint?
This is oil paint.
What is this?
Okay, this is the giant 13-foot Hummel for Global International. That's in Germany and wherever.
And this is 13 feet?
Tall, yes.
This is 13?
Yes.
It looks like it's sitting on a desk somewhere.
Well, no, this is on the floor. There's actually an escalator behind it. It's a very large piece, and that is paper mache, but the finish on top of it makes it look like it is a porcelain figurine.
Lori, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You do beautiful work. Next, George, please. Ooh!
That's Spider-Man for Marvel, and that was at FAO Schwartz. He's about 6 feet.
And you made this in your studio?
Yes, absolutely.
You have quite an eye for traditional, for already created, as well as for your own projects. Go ahead, George, next. Who's this guy?
This is the high guy. We call him a high guy, and he's outside the gallery, and he's to stop traffic, essentially.
I love it. Does he have a name besides High Guy?
No, High Guy.
He's high.
He's about 7 foot tall, and he's made of cement.
How much does he weigh?
It's hollow. It's there's a shell, and there's about the cement is I make a sort of a suit of armor mm-hmm. that's woven out of metal mesh, and then he's coated with cement.
What's your message to budding artists out there on Long Island who think they might have some talent, or they just feel like playing with art, paper mache or metal or watercolors, as Amanda does? What's your message to them?
Follow your heart, follow your dreams. Creativity cannot be taught, so nurture it. The skill can be taught. Anyone can be taught to do a task, but you have to nurture your creativity, and don't be afraid to go and get your work out there.
There we go. Lori Horowitz, Studio 5404 Art Space, Merrick Road, EnvironVisionDesigns.com.